Hi, children. Mr. Bruce here. Today's book is called Silly Billy, and it's about a boy that goes to visit his grandma and stay at her house, but he's worried he has trouble sleeping. Sometimes when he has to go to a different place, a friend's house, a relative's house, a hotel with his parents, or anytime he's alone sleeping, he feels scary sometimes and he worries about things. So we'll see how his grandma helped him get through that. But before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices quiet, body calm. Silly Billy. Billy used to be a bit of a worrier. He worried about things when he walked down the street. He worried, will a tree fall on me? Will a dog run across and get hit by a car? Will a airplane fall out of the sky? He worried about things you don't have to worry about, but he worried anyway. The many things he worried about were legion. Some nights, Billy would just sit in his bed and worry about hats. Oh, what if there are too many hats? What if there are not enough hats? What if hats could fly? That's why they call him silly. Your mind runs away with you sometimes when you're laying in bed trying to sleep. Some night, he worried about shoes. And look at those shoes. He thinks they're going to come out from under his bed and walk up and jump out the window. Now, that's not something you have to worry about, but he worried about it anyway, and he helped him not to get to sleep. Some nights, Billy worried about clouds. He thought, oh, will a cloud come into my bedroom and rain on me? Well, a cloud's not going to come into your bedroom, but when you're in there by yourself, you never know. That's right. He worried about rain filling up his room from the clouds and washing his bed away. And look, there's a rubber ducky. His lamp is floating. That's never going to happen. But he worried anyway. He even worried about giant birds. And he thought, oh no, what if a giant bird flew in the window and flew away with me? Boy, when you're lying in bed at night, you can sure think of some weird things, can't you? His dad tried to help, a kindly man. Don't worry, son, he said. None of these things could happen to you. It's just your imagination. But even though his dad assured him, sometimes that doesn't work. And his mom tried too. She said, don't worry, darling. We won't let anything happen to you. But still, when he was by himself, he worried. One night, he had to go stay with his grandma, but Billy couldn't sleep. He was too worried. He always worried about staying at other people's houses. He felt a little silly, but at last he got up and he went to tell his grandma that he was feeling a little bit worried. His grandmother said, well, my goodness, dear, you're not silly. When I was your age, I used to worry like that. I've got just the thing to make it go away. And she went into a room and she came out holding something, and they were little tiny dolls that were in her hand. These are worry dolls, she said. Just tell each of them one of your worries and put them under your pillow, and they'll do all the worrying while you sleep. Billy told all his worries to the worry dolls, and that night he slept so well. He went right to sleep and woke up ready to start the day. He slept that night and the next night and the next night, all through the night. Look at the smile on his face. He wasn't worried. But on the third night, Billy started to worry. What do you think he was worried about? He couldn't stop thinking about the dolls because all the worries that he'd given to them, it didn't seem fair. Look, now he thought the dolls looked sad because he gave them all their worries. The next day, Billy had an idea. He spent all day working in a kitchen. It was difficult. First, he made lots of mistakes and he had to start over again many, many times. But Billy produced something very special. Look at all the things. He had crayons and he had scissors and he had paste. He had ribbons. He had little pieces of wood. What was he making? He made worry dolls for his worry dolls. So each of the worry dolls could give some of their worries to the worry dolls and not feel so bad. That night, Billy slept well. Billy and all the worry dolls. And after that, Billy didn't worry much at all. The end. Look at all those worry dolls. And the worry dolls made worry dolls for their problems. And those worry dolls made worry dolls for those problems. And pretty soon, there were hundreds of worry dolls. And all the problems were just little because they all shared them. Okay? Well, that was a good book. Do you ever get scared when you have to go into your bed at night? Well, I do too, and sometimes even I get worried. But if you think about Grandma and the worry dolls, it'll help you go right to sleep. Because your parents and your teachers and all the adults out there are always looking to make sure that you're safe. Okay? So before we go, I'm going to tell you, once again, be good to your folks and wash your hands. All right? See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.